Hello everyone and welcome to our video on how to use a drill press. As its name suggests, a drill press is a type of drill, but rather than a handheld drill, which you may already be familiar with, a drill press is fixed in place, either to a bench or to the ground. There are several names for a drill press. The next most commonly used are a pedestal drill or a pillar drill. In giving up portability, a drill press offers several advantages over a handheld drill, and in many situations, a drill press is the correct tool to use. First, a drill press allows for very accurate hole locating, as the drill can be lined up and then drilled. If used correctly, drill presses can ensure that holes are cut exactly perpendicular to the surface of the pieces. A drill press uses much larger motors than those on a handheld drill, and will typically use a larger chuck, allowing for bigger drill bits to be installed. This gives the drill press the ability to cut significantly thicker and harder materials than that of a hand drill. Drill presses are often a more ergonomic option if a lot of holes need to be drilled. In applications where any of these advantages are important, a drill press should be considered for use. As always, before using any tool or machinery, or even entering a workshop, we perform a personal safety check. Make sure your hair is tied back if needed, ensure you have on a pair of safety glasses, and you are wearing closed-toe shoes and do not have any loose clothing which could pose a hazard. Next, you want to pick and install your drill bit. Obviously, the most important factor will be the size of the hole you want to drill, which will be determined by the job at hand. If you are cutting a large hole into a hard material, consider cutting it in stages, starting with a smaller drill bit to make an initial cut, and then increasing to the size you want at the end. If you are unsure of the size of the drill bit you are using, always measure from the shaft, because the drill itself could be worn down from use, giving a false reading. You now want to install the drill bit into the chuck. To do so, use the chuck key and as best as you can, try and tighten each of the sides evenly onto the bit. A common mistake is to clamp the bit too far down the shank. The spiral teeth of the drill bit are hardened, but the base of the shank is intentionally left softer by the manufacturer to allow for better grip by the chuck. So while slightly counterintuitive, you will get a stronger hold on your drill bit by clamping a bit less. Before you begin drilling, you may want to change the speed of the drill press, which in most drill presses will be controlled by moving the belt drive between different pulleys. Opening up the top, we can see the diagram explaining the different speed options for the press. Faster speeds can be used to drill softer materials like wood or for polishing tasks. Slower speeds should be used for drilling metal and other hard materials. When cutting wood, you may consider using a backer board. This can prevent the drill from flowing through the back of the piece at the end of the hole. With the piece set up and our piece to be drilled fixed, we can do some final settings of the drill arm and then drill a hole. Many drills will have a depth gauge, which is used to set precise depth of the hole. Now let's cut our piece. Starting up the machine, we can now control the height with this lever. Especially when getting used to it, feel free to take it nice and slow. If you go too fast, you have a risk of breaking the drill bit, damaging the piece, or dislodging the piece from the clamps, which could lead to injury. If you're cutting metal, make sure to use some lubricating oil to help move metal fragments and to transfer heat away from the bit. When you have finished the hold, bring the arm back to the top and turn off the machine. Thank you for watching this video on the drill press.